Today I'll show how VisioLogger has an architecture that supports additional functionality. Functionality that we wouldn't have thought of as being needed right now, but in the future, which someone might want to do. We can't know what those things are, but we have built an architecture that allows those to happen very easily. I call that integration. Let me show a set of tools that is already built and ships with VisioLogger that do things, additional tasks that beyond just data capture. There are 6 different places in the process of a data capture before that can take advantage of these external tools. Before a record is collected, as each page goes out is submitted by the signer or person entering data. Whenever a row in the data changes for any reason, staff or people looking at the data, this is VisioLogger in viewer mode. These can be editable if you want them to be. There can be actions here that can cause changes. And speaking of an action, when an action is taken, and there's say a button on one of these rows, it's just a special field type, then these tools can fire. When the record is completely collected, another tool can fire. And a special case is when a key is tapped on a signature pad keyboard. You might want to go out and do some processing on the data in that key. And this finally, the external object processes, those happen when a page is visited in a kiosk or tablet PC app that's built with VisioLogger. I'm going to focus on this as a demonstration, continuing this demonstration. But the short of it is that these tools can fire at those different places. The ones that are already built for VisioLogger are listed here. There are taking pictures, scanning documents, looking at all of the data and the history of the data. If you want to look up a customer record, you can do it without having to go into the database and look at it. This tool will come up and show you all of the history for a particular visitor. Spreadsheets, record activity in a spreadsheet, print a badge. There are a slew of these, many of which have the source code shipped with VisioLogger. The reason for that is that that source code forms a framework, and you could, for example, do any special thing that you want to do. For example, place a record in some database at some point when a record is complete. You could unlock doors based on the value of the data in a page when it's submitted. If you have a automatic door unlocking hardware and the software associated with it, that would be very simple to do. I provide the source code with some of these tools in order for you to be able to use that as that framework. So let me focus on this video external object for Windows. On a prior demo, we had a menu field where we ask a visitor, what are you here for? And if they say other, they visit a special page to provide the reason for other. That page is right here. What I'd like to do is show how the external tools can launch an application or inside of the kiosk or tablet PC page when that page is visited. So I'm going to edit this page, and I have this reason for visit field here. If I click this external object regions option and just drag out a box, then VisioLogger is going to host an external object there. I mean external object, external to VisioLogger. VisioLogger does not know what that object will do. All it knows is there's on the machine that we're defining this there are external objects registered with the ability to integrate onto a page in a tablet PC or kiosk application that is built with VisioLogger. And that list of those will appear in this list here. The video external object for VisioLogger is one that ships with VisioLogger again. So does the source code, so you can see how it's built. If your enterprise would want to, for example, show a certain web page in this place, that would be very simple to do. You could show dynamic web page data right in this location. Whether or not that object has a user interface that can be, that the user of the VisioLogger application on a tablet PC or kiosk could manipulate, that's completely up to the implementer of this object. So I look at the properties of this particular external object, and all it is just the location of a video file. What this is going to do is launch that video. So let me save this. I don't have to make any other changes. Just recall that when we're going to say, let's say this says play video here, if the user selects that. So let's run in kiosk mode, tablet PC mode. This is our little app. It's running on a tablet PC. And I'll be a visitor and enter a thing, and it says, what are you here for? Remember, let's assume this says video. I click that, so the video will start. I'm going to shut that down. It's a bit loud, sorry. So I shut down VisioLogger. You can see there with you know, your visitor is choosing the flow through the data collection path by the values that they select upstream of anything. So you could branch through data collection any way you wanted to. And based on that branch, you can have multiple selections. For example, play this video, play that video, don't play a video at all. You can manage a tourist information kiosk where people could choose what they want to see more information about. All of that is possible, but also remember that whatever that external object is, you know, there could be many things. If you have a tool that can be used, hosted inside of another application, video is one, another one is HTML that you can display web pages, then VisioLogger will launch those on behalf of, you know, the user using the application, and the possibilities are really endless for what you could do with that. Thank you.